Hello. Just finishing setting up real quick. Let's put this up higher. Hello, Mom and Mora. Let's see. Just get myself situated. Let me let's see. Need the camera just a little bit higher. There we go. How are you guys doing today? Newfoundland. Awesome. There's such a lag between the what I read and what you guys hear sometimes. Thanks, Anna. That's so nice. Thank you. I'm about 37 and a half pounds down, so working on it. From Scotland. Hello, Julie. Sherry, which son? My Hayden, my 15-year-old, or Chandler, the 8-year-old? I mean, they're both doing great. They're both, we have spring break next week, so they're going to be enjoying the week off. We're going to go to the zoo, do some stuff, hopefully. Thanks, Anna. Yeah, I mean, before I get my surgery, lose, as much weight as I can. I could have lost a lot more, but it's been like the past month and a half that I've really focused on losing as much weight as I can before the surgery. And I go in 2 months, no, oh my gosh, in 2 Mondays for my last appointment, and then they're going to send my stuff off um, to insurance to see if I get approved or not. So fingers crossed. Say a little prayer that everything goes through correctly, and that I have no problem with getting approved. Um, but I'm thinking it would probably be at least probably a month before I actually have my surgery. I mean, I'm hoping as soon as possible, and I'd like to lose at least 15 plus pounds before then. That would make me feel pretty good about that. So let's see. Yeah, Trisha, I am having a gastric sleeve, and I've been working on it for about um, 6 months. I've been working towards getting gastric surgery. So I've, yeah, so that's what I'm going to be doing. I'm really excited about it, and thank you. That's so nice of you. I really appreciate all the kind words you guys have for me. I know beauty isn't a number on a scale, but I'm ready to not be at such a high number. Hannah, I'm actually really lucky I don't really have any criteria that I'm supposed to meet. My insurance in particular doesn't ask for me to lose any weight before, and all I had to do was meet with a doctor or a nutritionist for 6 months. So that's been my only requirement. My doctors um, had to do like blood work and a sleep study test and heart, check my heart and stuff. So my doctor actually has had more requirements for the surgery than my insurance, which is nice. I don't see any problem with getting approved. Um, I literally have, I mean, I have sleep apnea, but that's literally my only medical issue besides my weight, luckily. I'm very, very lucky about that. Let's see. Thank you, Dee Dee. That's very nice. Trisha, I try to, well, so I've found in the last year that the best way for me to lose weight is to do intermittent fasting. Um, a month ago, where I was so sick over everything that was happening that I literally couldn't eat. I was so sick, and so I would force myself to have to eat. Um, but even that would make me nauseous. And so I try to stick to keto. I'm not going to rag on myself if I want to have a sandwich or something. But I stick to keto because I like how effective it is with burning the fat in your system. So if you haven't tried keto before, I would look into it. Maybe look into intermittent fasting. Those two work extremely well together, in my opinion. Sorry, I'm just reading the comments. um, the sleep study test luckily wasn't too bad. I just did it from home. Um, I had to go in and they showed me how to like strap it to my chest and I had to wear something on my ear. Yeah, I think that was it. I don't really remember, but it wasn't bad at all. I had to sleep on my back, which I don't like doing. I like sleeping on my stomach. So that was the only negative about the sleep study. And I'm just happy that I didn't have to go into place and get all, strapped in. And that would have been horrible. Yeah, I I got my CPAP machine about a week ago and I've used it once. Um so I got it, I used it once and then so last week on Saturday, me and my husband and our boys and a couple of Hayden's friends went to a dirt bike rack. And Hayden's been wanting to go there for a long time and ride it, and so Anthony decided that he was going to ride too. And they were doing so good, and we had been out there for a few hours, and then Anthony had asked me to come take some pictures of them riding because they were all doing so good. And so I'm sitting there like blind because the sun is so bright, and I'm like just like snapping pictures, and then all of a sudden I see Anthony flying through the air like bad, like crashing and just crushed, like falling to the ground, and just like I've never seen him crash like that before. But I actually have a picture of him like mid flip. So yeah, that was scary. And so luckily I was there and they brought him up. They a whole bunch of men raced towards him because there's people all over the track in case something like that happens. So a whole bunch of people raced over towards him. His bike was pretty messed up, but fixable. And they got him up. They got him in a golf cart and um they brought him up to the trailer and he had dislocated his shoulder. And so I got him in the Jeep. We rushed to a hospital and it was like 30 minutes away. Yeah. Um, and so they had to knock him out because he was in so like had like swollen, it had swelled. So they couldn't get it in place without knocking him out. So they did that and he's been home from work all week, and I've just been, helping take care of him. Luckily, he doesn't hopefully have to have surgery, but right now it's looking good that he won't. So it was a bad accident, but it could have been a whole lot worse. Let's see. Yeah. So he dislocated his shoulder, and there might be something wrong with his meniscus. Yeah, that's the word. But right now they aren't sure if it's maybe just a bruised bone or there's a tear in it. So he has to go back probably every week for a little bit until they can see and decide if they need to do an MRI or not. So hopefully not. Yeah, I'm glad it wasn't worse either. It was pretty bad. I've known Anthony for 20 almost 20 years, and I've seen him ride dirt bikes the entire time basically. And I'm sure I've seen him crash, but never like flying through the air and landing in a heap on the ground. I was pretty shocked. I couldn't really move until I saw them get him up and into the golf cart. Oh man, you dislocate your shoulder twice a year? Whoo! I no, I oh my gosh. Oh, and so they took an X-ray of it before they put back into place, and it was like touching his ribs. It was so far down, it was disgusting. Luckily, they got it back in place, and besides a little chip in the bone, which hopefully will grow back correctly, um, man, it was the drive to the hospital, it was like a dirt road, so I had to go, like, super, super slow, but then once I hit the smooth pavement, it was like I booked it. It was going like 80 down the freeway. Okay, so luckily he's home and he's safe and he's doing a lot better now. Oh man, a lot of people say that about their shoulders that when it gets cold, they can feel it in their shoulders. That's so weird. I don't know. I've broken a toe once. I kicked a door jamb. It was really smart. It was a really smart movement up for me. Excuse me. Mm, that's not fun. That is not fun at all. Do you just put it back into place on your own? That's I've heard a lot of people can do that after a certain point of doing it so many times. But so anyway, I'm gonna keep this to about 30 minutes this time. Last week it was like an hour. So this time I think for now on, I'm just gonna keep it to half an hour unless I'm doing like a live clean with me. Yeah, see, seeing your spouse crash, I don't, it was I still can't even describe it because it was just so crazy. Not something I ever wanted to see. My hand was shaking like this for 2 days straight afterwards. We talked about the anxiety last week with in the live, and a lot of times when I have anxiety lately, it's just like I just shake, but my hand was shaking for like 2 days straight after the accident. It was bad. Um, are things better with our relationship? It's been it's been pretty good the past 2 weeks. It's been really nice, even though the reason he's home isn't nice. it's been nice to spend time with him this week. We haven't spent any time, just us, in a long time. So I've definitely appreciated that time with him. And things aren't perfect. There's still a lot of stuff that we both have to work through. Um, there's a lot of understanding that we have to figure out, like my the issues he had with me and the issues that I have with him. Um, there's a lot of trust that has to be rebuilt, and I would like it to move along a lot faster, but I'm trying to be realistic and understand that it doesn't work that way. Um, I have a tendency of talking too much, and self-sabotaging is like a it's like a really bad skill I have. I'm very good at sabotaging any anything towards myself that could be good. So, I've got a lot of insecurities that I'm working through, where I know that I have these insecurities, but I'm pushing through them and not letting them hold me back because I'm sick of all of that crap. I'm sick of letting my fear hold me back from doing what I want to do and being the person I want to be. Um, yeah, a lot of insecurities, but I can put on a good face usually and pretend like I don't have them, even though they like to chip away at my self-consciousness. What is that the word? But it's just a constant struggle that I'm choosing to fight, and I know I will. And I just takes every it's like every action I take, I think of. Um, I try to be conscious of doing things better and improving my life and the life of my family. Okay, I'm gonna scroll through some of these comments real quick. Um, I would I would really like to say yes, Hannah, but it's gonna be a long process, so I can't really say um, yes. But right now we are fine in terms of how we've been getting along and wanting to try and see um, if we can work it out. Because yeah, I mean that would be the best thing in my mind. So we're just gonna work on it and keep working on it, and hopefully it works out for the best. And that's all I can focus on. Yeah, marriage is constant work, and I didn't put a lot of effort into it beforehand, and that's where um my struggles are is I didn't put forth the effort that I should have I mean, as much effort into it as I should have. I definitely I held myself back from how I should have been. So, working on it. Yeah. The law of attraction, be positive, definitely. I definitely believe that 100%. I try to be positive with everything. I'll have my moments where I crack and, the voices in the head like to be mean, but I've been able to shut them up and keep them at bay. Oh, that makes me sound crazy. Um, Busy Becky, and I don't think you're too late. I'm only gonna be going until about 30 minutes, but I'm glad you're here. Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna scroll up just a little bit and see what you guys have been saying. Mhm. Okay. So I had a question. Someone asked me why I don't use gloves. Um, I just don't like to. I do sometimes, depending on what I'm doing, but for the most part, chemicals don't really scare me, so I don't really worry about it. Um, if I'm doing something gross, if the toilets are really bad, then I'll use gloves and stuff, but I don't it's not something I really worry about. I just make sure that I wash my hands really well afterwards and I've been fine. Yeah. I don't know. I buy gloves, but I just don't like using them. My hands get so sweaty and it's just ugh. So on Monday, I'm gonna have a full morning routine coming up for you guys. I was gonna have it up this last Monday, but crap hit the fan. So I'm gonna have it up this coming Monday. Um, and I think I'm gonna start like searching for like organization tips and trying them out and seeing how I like them. And then maybe I'll make a video about that. I know you guys have also asked me to make a video about my favorite cleaning products, but maybe I should just include that in one of the videos because it's such a, I feel like everybody's favorite stuff is so different. And I mean, I definitely have my favorites, but I don't know how interesting a singular video would be for that. I have my Amazon shop up with, and I link all of my stuff that I is my are my favorites, and I leave the link for it in all my videos as well. So if you guys ever have questions about my favorite stuff, you can always look there. Um, let's see. Hmm. I know I need to do some more grocery hauls. I keep meaning to do them, but I've been getting my groceries delivered, and then I just put them away immediately, and then I'm like, "Oh, crap. I should have posted a video." Oh, someday I'll get better at thinking things out more. So, do you guys have any questions for me or anything you guys wanna chat about for a few minutes before I go? Let's see. I try to come up with things to talk about before I start these videos, and I don't. Yeah, hey, Becky, I think I could do that. Since I am staying with keto, I try to like I make normal food for the boys and I just stick to like the meat and veggies and stuff. But I can do that. I was thinking about doing like weekly vlogs because I don't have that much to do in a single day. Um, so I was thinking about weekly vlogs, but I'm still not sure about it. I don't know. But maybe if I do that, I'll show like what I cook for dinner and stuff in that. Hannah, do I miss my kids being little? I do. Chandler's still really little, but he's been such um he's the funniest kid. He's always been just a little crazy man and he's a dancing fool and he's so funny. So I definitely miss like 2, 3, that I like those ages. And Hayden, I feel like I didn't get to take full advantage of him being little. So I definitely miss that. Hayden's always been such a good boy. Even as a teenager, he's just the best kid you'll ever meet. And so I do miss them being little for sure. Buying the groceries or having it delivered during a live? I could probably have it delivered on a live. People would probably be like, "Why are you recording me?" Yeah, Chandler, he's he's such a funny kid. Oh my gosh. He's got these little dance moves that he does and he's always done it and it's just the greatest. He's so funny. Um no, I am not prepping for the virus. I know people here are going crazy too, but I haven't even really I've been outside of the house a few times this week, but not really, no. Mm-mm. I don't I think there's been, like, 2 cases in Arizona, but I don't think there's been any deaths, so I don't know, at this point, I'm not really too worried. I don't try to worry about that kinda stuff. It doesn't At this point, it hasn't really affected me. Like, I feel horrible for all the people that are suffering through it, but it hasn't really I haven't done anything to prep for it, no. Gina, with, doing keto with the family, um, basically what I stick to is meat and salads because I have been doing intermittent fasting. Um, I That's just kind of what I stick to is just meat and salad. So the boys will eat whatever meat I make, and then I'll just have additional sides for them, like rice or, bread, depending on what it is. And if it's like spaghetti, I'll make a burger, like a bunless burger or something. It's, it can be as difficult as you want it to be, but I kind of, just for my own, just to make things simple, I don't really worry too much about it. I just kind of keep it simple and meat and salad. My gosh, you paid $30 for toilet paper? Busy Becky. That is so silk going across the cheeks. That's hilarious. What kind of what in the world? No, I just got really blown out there. Let me I think I should probably turn on my lights. Not that that's gonna help much, but okay. Yes, I need to try that toilet paper, Becky. I need you to tell me what kind it is. Thank you, Kathy. That's so nice of you to say. I'm glad you made it here too. Hi, Lisa. I am going to be ending in just a couple minutes, but man, I guess I should go to the grocery store and prep for some things, or maybe I'll just order it. Isn't Washington State where they had the first death? There's like more cases there than anywhere else. Is that what I heard correct? Yeah. Yeah, that's what I thought. Oh, man. It's horrible. Wow. Maybe I should go buy some hand sanitizer and start hitting up eBay. No, that would be so dishonest. I would not be. That's not okay. That's not okay at all. Better safe than sorry, Becky, with stocking up for that stuff. Luckily, these things aren't products that can't be replaced really quickly, but people go into these frenzies and it's just like, calm down. A few cases of Lysol will last you a long time. You'll be fine. You don't need a cart full. Hmm. I didn't know that about the elderly. Well, I mean, I did know that about the elderly, but not that it's affecting them the most. But that makes sense. Bobby. Yeah, I've been using the grocery deliveries lately. Oh, I know. And so that's where I've been getting all my groceries from. Maybe I shouldn't have someone delivering it, but I feel like that's a better bet than going out and to the grocery. I also use that because I've been trying to save money. And um if I'm in the grocery store, I'm always gonna be like, oh, there's more stuff to put in the cart. So I've been using that to save money and just the convenience of not having to do the grocery shopping myself. I know. I know. Washing your hands frequently and not touching your face. Obviously, I have a problem with not touching my face. I'm always touching my face, but I also always wash my hands. Let's see. Yeah. Oh, geez. Where are you going, Becky? That's all I've been hearing lately is all the cruise ships that have to be quarantined. Piece of hair right here. Yeah, taking a cruise right now is kind of freaky. I mean, taking cruises in general is freaky to me, but especially right now. Oh, that sounds fun. I'm sure it'll be fine. I'm sure you're fine. I think it's only been like two cruise ships that have been quarantined, and I don't even know where they were like where they traveled to. Scroll down. Oh man. Yeah, yeah. I don't know. I've done one cruise and it was a lot of fun, but I was like 7 months pregnant, 6, 7 months pregnant. So the initial shock of the motion sickness was not fun. All right. Well, this conversation has been all over the place. That's for sure. I think I'm gonna end it here though, guys. Is there anything else you wanted to chat about real quick before I go, or need to? All right. I think I'm gonna just end it here, guys. Thank you so much to you guys who always come, and you guys who are this is your first time. I really appreciate all of the support you guys give me, and I love talking with you guys. All right, you guys have a great weekend as well. I will have a new video up on Monday, and I will be back on live next Friday. I'll see you guys later. Bye.